And so today was just magical. It was absolutely magical. I hear something.
We could be everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be anything that we want. You think if they said it, then they must mean it. So you should feel it. Somehow you think that you need it. Others' opinions.
Alright, I'm gonna try this again. I made a whole freaking video and it didn't record. Of course that would happen to me. And it was a good one too, y'all. Oh, I'm mad. Super mad. Let's see. Let's take these off. You'll see my fake nose ring. I had a real one, but the thing fell out. Anyway. I'm going to tell you about my live story today. It was freaking awesome. I was crying with one person. But we were talking about the injustices of the court system when it comes to parental alienation. Bruh, I thought I was the only one. Sometimes we go through things and we think that we're the only ones going through it, and it is not true. Totally not true. So, I guess, you don't want to say too much without saying too much, if that makes sense. So, like, I just talked to a person that enlightened me that basically what I'm going through is illegal. What? But I think anybody going through parental alienation, the other person is definitely doing something illegal. That's just my opinion, though. Nobody wants to hear that. But with that passenger, like, I cried with him, and he was like, you should just use social media to talk about the injustices of the family court system. And I think that's all I can do right now, because I can't talk about what I'm going through, really. And the person that's putting me through it, of course, what would I do with it? That's stupid. Duh. But it's messed up, and nobody should be tearing away the families unless that child is really, they're really jacking that child up and really abusing. We really need to start talking about how it's jacked up. And it's always, I feel, the parent that's doing the alienating is the one saying that they're being alienated. Of course they are. So that's annoying. He gave me some books to read. The Malicious Mother Syndrome. I'm sharing that with y'all. That's a book that I'm going to get. There's another, this man was just like telling me so much. And I'm just so grateful. And this is why I ride share, because you never know who knows who and who knows what and how much they can teach you, which is why I don't see myself going to get a 9-to-5. Like, I've been like feeling depressed because I'm not working a full-time job. But seriously, I was in the bed till 2 o'clock this afternoon. Yes, it's a Saturday, but still, I wasn't feeling good. And the fact that I had the luxury of sleeping until I felt like getting up to make some extra money to pay a bill, like, that's beautiful. That's freedom. I can heal my body so I can think straight. So I just wanted to talk about that. Also, I had another writer, and she was just telling me how she was in like a domestic violence situation, and now she's in a shelter. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like, God is aligning me to the people who are going through what I'm going through. And I'm gonna be honest, it feels good to know that you're not the only one going through things, especially when it comes to this weird space of marriage and children, divorce, separation. It's a weird space, and you don't know unless you know. And nobody really shines light on this. And it's like this thing that's happening in America, and like the population, I don't even know the right word, but the groups of people that are being affected, the statistics are increasing. It's really bad. It's really bad. So just think about the children that will be running our future and how it's messing with their mental health. Like, that's how I think. Like, how is this going to trickle down? Like, what generational curses are they going to have to be faced to break when they become of age? Like, does anybody think like that? No, probably not. Not the narcissistic parent. Ugh, the narcissistic parent doesn't. Mm. So that happened. Shout out to all the parents going through this foolishness, being ripped away from your children. It's crazy. It is insane. And I'm tired of crying my tears about it. What else? What else can I talk about? I will say something magical happened today while I was driving. So I picked up a guy that's from Honduras. He's been in the US for 8 days. And I was talking and not making any sense. I think I said like 3 words, and I said them in like rotation about 20 times. My Spanish is so bad. And I'm gonna let you guys know why I appreciate my non-English speaking customers when I ride share, like the Spanish speakers, because I too, when I lived in Mexico, I would hop in a taxi and they didn't speak English. And when I did get somebody that spoke English, I felt at home, I felt seen, I felt heard, I felt safer. And it was just easier to like talk, just to have somebody that understands what you're saying. So being in the US and getting my Spanish speaking customers, just being able to speak their native language, even though it's like 5 words, 3 words, you can just feel a sense of relief. Like as simple as the music they want to listen to, or knowing if they need to go left or right, you know, like, so anyway, his name was Kevin. He was super sweet. He got in the car, and as I'm getting to his destination, I realized I was dropping him off at the same house. I call her my Aunt Stella. My Aunt Stella used to babysit me, and she loved her some Candace. And my heart sank because I don't remember ever pulling up to that house. Like, it's been years. And he lives in her house. And I was just like, oh my God, that's my Aunt Stella's house. And so today was just magical. It was absolutely magical. I hear something. It's the outdoors. Whew. So that happened. That was magical. And I think as it comes back around to the children stuff, like talking to the person I talked to today, my first ride, he kind of gave me my next push to not give up when I felt like giving up and detaching myself. Is sometimes we have to get, it's hard, but sometimes I feel like God sends someone along your journey to give you that one more push to just keep on going, to not give up, to keep fighting, and to wipe your face off and keep getting in the game. So I'm grateful for him today. What else happened? I did talk to my son, and he's playing this game called Cat Battle. Your kids are probably playing it. Well, if you didn't know what they're playing these days, that's a game. And he's like, it's a cat, and they like do war or something. And then I said, well, son, what's the strongest cat's name? And he said, Anamis is the most powerful cat in the game. And so I feel like this next phase of my fight, the journey to get my kids, I'm going to call this strength level Anamis, because I'm determined to get closer to just holding my children again. And I know for sure somebody's going to come help me. Somebody's going to make me the poster child of this. It's like it's a, I don't even know the right word. It's just, it's taking over the U.S., breaking up families, this parental alienation. So Anamis is what I'm calling the next wave of strength that I have to put in, that I have to tap into, Anamis. And that's it, y'all. So thank you for listening to my vlog tonight. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. And thank you to the new subscribers. I appreciate you a lot for being here. You encourage me to keep going even when I don't know where I'm going. Thank you. And remember this, to all the narcissistic parents, or the people who have narcissistic people in their life, parents, when the elephants fight, the grass suffers. That's an African proverb. All right, y'all. I love you. For real. Good night.